Hey everyone, it's Dasho Rose here, back with another video. This time, we're going to be talking about the new Buckwild movie. And I hear it is a complete disaster. I'm going to get right into this. Anywho, before I get any further, please subscribe for more news, reviews, and gaming videos. I'm at 83 subscribers. Let's see if we can get to 100 by the end of February. And I will really appreciate. Please hit the like button, and hit that notification bell because you gotta do that to subscribe. And let's get started. Now, as Clownfish TV would say, this is a daily dose of Dismal Disney. Or in this case, this is dozens doses of Disney here. This is dozens. By dozens, I mean there are lots of problems with this film that I've been hearing about. Yeah, a lot of people really hate this film. A lot of people do. Now, Mark hasn't reviewed this yet. None of the people I've subscribed to have reviewed this film yet. But the people I've seen review this, I was expecting them to like it, but I wasn't going to see it because, I don't want to give Disney any of my money. But people that actually have seen this film have said it's really bad. Like, it is absolutely terrible. Some people think that I've watched them, some people think it's better than Collision Course, but it's not as good as the original 4. But then there's people that think it's worse than Collision Course. Now, I haven't seen the film. I can't, judge it. But I've heard some shitty things about it. For one example, apparently it fucking opens with the goddamn Disney castle instead of 20th Century Studios. Even though that this film, the Ice Age franchise, was owned by 20th Century Fox. So yeah, this fucking pisses me off. This really makes me not want to see this film now. I already didn't want to see it, but Disney's supposed to be, they're supposed to be, winning people over by encouraging them to watch this. But by the things that I've heard about this film, yeah, I'm really pissed about that. I'm like, why couldn't you use the 20th Century Studios intro? Like, why can't you use it? I mean, this is a 20th Century Studios property. Why couldn't you use the 20th Century Studios intro? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. And also, apparently, Scrat doesn't appear in this film either, is what I heard. Scrat, the mascot of Blue Sky, he doesn't even appear in this film. So yeah, he doesn't appear in this film. I don't understand why. He was in every other Ice Age film. He's the mascot of Blue Sky. It's basically Disney just shitting on Blue Sky properties is what they're doing. They're shitting on Blue Sky properties. And I don't appreciate that at all. See, Disney, this is exactly why people are turning on you. This is exactly why. Even fans of Disney are starting to turn on you. This is bad. This is not good at all. This is really bad. Now, I haven't seen the film again. I haven't seen it because I watched the trailer. It didn't look that entertaining, And again, I don't want to give Disney any more of my money until they straighten their crap up. And they're not straightening anything up. They're just as bad as they were when Bob Iger was on there. I mean, yeah, Bob Chapek is in charge now, but Bob Chapek ain't any better. At least he's not buying out properties like crazy like Bob Iger was. So yeah, this film sounds bad. It looks bad too. The animation looks terrible on it. It looks terrible on it. It really does. Like, it looks terrible. And I even hear the film ain't even focusing on Buck that much. And the film is called The Adventures of Buckwild. It focuses apparently on Crash and Eddie. Sorry, I got that mixed up. But I'm like, if you're gonna why don't you call it The Adventures of Crash and Eddie, not Buckwild? If you're not gonna have Buck appear in the film as much, you might as well call it The Adventures of Crash and Eddie. That makes more sense. Like I said, the animation looks really bad too. I looked at the trailer; it looked bad. Now here it looks slightly okay on the cover, but I hear the actual film looks really bad. Is what I heard from people who watched it. Yeah, I haven't went into a lot of people who reviewed this film, but I watched a lot of people. Usually there's people that just shit on stuff just because, but these people are pointing out flaws that make sense for why this film is bad. There's no scratch. The 20th Century Studios intro is not here. Instead, they use the fucking Disney Castle intro, which makes no sense because this is not a Disney property. I mean, yeah, it's owned by Disney, but it's owned by 20th Century Fox, which Disney blew all their money on it, because they overspent on Fox. I mean, Blue Sky was the only thing I cared about with Fox. I know in my Disney Plus, rant/video, I kind of, I think I kind of regret that one a little bit. Not because I was harsh on Disney, but because the video kind of looked kind of bad. But I stated that I liked Fox. I actually don't really like Fox as much as other studios. But Blue Sky was something I really cared about, and they shut it down. And now they're milking the hell out of these franchises. Because they need that money. They need, oh, we're a bunch of Mr. Krabs. We need money. We need all money. This company acts like a bunch of Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob. They don't care about the children. Like what Mr. Krabs said in Krabby Land. All they care about is fucking money. Because it's true. That's all they care about. Is fucking money. Now I guess I'm kind of reviewing this film a little bit. Because I haven't seen it, but I've heard people talk about it. Again, the trailer doesn't look that entertaining, and guess what? Almost all the voice actors don't return to this film. It actually doesn't surprise me though. There's actually been a lot of Disney films where a lot of voice actors don't return. Well, a lot of actors don't return to Disney. Apparently, I think they're making a Night in the Museum movie, a new one, because we haven't had enough of those already. But none of the actors I hear are going to return. So I think people are, even the actors are getting fed up with Disney's bullshit. That's why a lot of actors are leaving. I mean, by the trailer, I heard some of the voice actors talk, and I thought they did a pretty good job. I mean, Ellie sounds way off, and Diego sounds off, but Sid and Manny sound pretty good. I actually thought they were the same voice actor, but I hear they're not. They're actually different voice actors. But I don't know. I mean, I don't really want to see this film. I really don't. I don't have any desire. Even if Disney straightens up and gets better, which I highly doubt they are, I'm not going to see this film. Screw it. I hate this film. I hate the idea that they shut Blue Sky down, a part of Fox I actually cared about, because let's be honest, I didn't care about a lot of Fox shows like The Simpsons and stuff. I didn't really watch that. And I didn't really care for a lot of, the movies they made, like the Alvin and the Chipmunks movies and Home Alone movies. I didn't really care about those. But yeah, I'm not going to see this film. I'm not planning on seeing it. Again, I'm really pissed that Disney, use their intro instead of 20th Century Studios intro. I'm pissed that the animation's shitty. Even Blue Sky had really good animation. Like, even the first film had better animation than this. I mean, yeah, the first film actually didn't have bad animation either. I mean, it was kind of more darker. There wasn't really light reflecting off the animation. It was just the characters looked dark. But it still looked really good. But I'm just saying, this sucks. I mean, Disney's supposed to be the one that has good animation. This felt like it was rushed to be finished. But I said, and there's no Scrat in the film. Scrat was like one of the best parts of the film. He was. I'm kind of pissed though that the Ice Age movies kept making him lose his acorn at the end of the movie. They kind of repeated that gag over and over again. I'm like, I feel bad for this squirrel. I just want him to have his fucking acorn at the end. But I don't know. Tell me what you guys think of the film. Do you guys think it's trash too? I haven't seen it, but I heard people talking about it. Again, I didn't even know Scrat actually wasn't going to be in the film. I hear he wasn't in the trailer. But what someone pointed out, I didn't even look at that because I'm like, I didn't really watch Ice Age trailers that much back then. But I don't know, tell me what you guys think of this film. Do you guys think it's trash? Do you think it's okay? Do you think Disney should have used better animation and should have used the 20th Century Studios intro instead of the Disney Castle? Please let me down below. And I'll see you guys later. Again, please subscribe for more videos / gaming videos, and I'll see you guys later. This is Dash Show Rose out.